Hey everybody, Mexican here's Little Cutie Podcast, not too long. Well, it's Saturday, week's over. Everybody work hard this week. Oh my god, it's already August 20th. Oh my god, it's already August 20th. August is almost over. This year is almost over. Oh my god, can you believe that? I can't believe, oh my god, I can't believe how fast the time is going. When I was a child, I went to the 7-Eleven and a Snickers bar was 25 cents, just a quarter. And now you go to the 7-Eleven, the Snickers bar is $700 because of inflation fucking bullshit. Anyway, how's it going, guys? Time flies, huh? I remember when I was a child, and now I'm an old man. Yeah, I was just thinking right now, it's like I was thinking like 15 years ago. 15 years ago, I was just leaving Germany. I was leaving Germany after my year abroad in Germany. That was 15 years ago. Can't believe it, man. Feels like yesterday. But it wasn't yesterday. It was 15 years ago. And yesterday was Friday. This week I went to the, did a little comedy. I was thinking about doing Japanese comedy, but, that's where it ended. I just thought about it. And I went to the open mic there. The English open mic this Thursday was actually pretty crowded. It was good. There's maybe 30, 35 people there. Of course, 20 of them were comics, so we had like 15 audience members, which is good. It's always good to have real audience members instead of only comedians, because they haven't heard your jokes before, and they're not thinking about their set, so it's good to have real audience members. I was happy. It was one of my friends, actually, friends I've known pretty much the whole time, almost 12 years since I came to Japan here. I met him my first year here in Japan, and he's still here. And I left, but I came back, so I'm technically still here. He finally decided to do some comedy. I think he's been talking about it for a while now, that he wanted to do it. But then the pandemic happened, so now he's finally out there, and he's not bad at all. Not bad at all. He might have that magic. He might have that magic inside of him. He might have that magic right up there in his butthole, right inside of him, just waiting to fart out. Just be like, oh, everybody's laughing. Oh, I'm going to be a famous comedian. Yeah, it's weird. Like, I was looking at a picture of us hanging out like that first year. And there's like 30 people in that picture. And like they're all gone. None of them are in Japan anymore, except for, I guess, the Japanese people are still here. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe they went off to other careers. But, it's just weird. You look at pictures from your childhood and your school life, and like, oh, that guy, he moved away. Oh, this guy's married. He's got 7 kids now. It's like, oh, this guy, he's dead. Oh. Well, that took a dark turn. Anyway, what was the title? Oh, yeah. Okay, well, the title of this episode is UFC fight predictions. So, if you guys made it this far, and you're probably thinking, where are the goddamn fight predictions? I want to hear about Luke Rockhold's fucking sexy abs. I don't want to hear about this guy talk about his goddamn childhood, Anyway, this is going to be a good one. I think this is going to be, I guess it should be decent. I mean, we got a lot of stars. We got a lot of stars on this card here, but anyway. Anywho, let's get to it. The main event there, Kamaru Usman versus Leon Edwards. Should be a banger, dude. Of course, as Leon Edwards says, Kamaru Usman, he's getting up there. He's getting up there in age, 35 years old, He could be slowing down. Age could be slowing him down, but if you look at his performances and his fights, doesn't really seem like age is slowing him down that much, But I don't know. Who knows, Who knows what what the little DNA is doing, Kamaru Usman, he looks better and better every fight. Every fight he looks better and better, Like the second time he fought Colby Covington, he did much better. The second time he fought Masvidal, he did much better. He, of course, he's been fighting the same. Has he defended 5 times? He fought Masvidal twice. He fought Colby Covington twice. He fought what's his face? Burns. I put some icy hot on my balls, and now they burns. But yeah, he's been looking better and better every time. So I don't know. I think Kamaru really just does have that work ethic, and Leon Edwards, I don't. I mean, he almost got knocked out by Nate Diaz. I mean, who gets knocked out by Nate Diaz? I don't know. I mean, Nate Diaz isn't really known for his power. You know what I mean? He's known for out cardioing dudes and jiu-jitsu, but not really for his power punching. You know. And Leon Edwards almost got knocked out. I don't know. Maybe he had a tough sparring session before that, or I don't know. I mean, I watched that fight with him and Nate Diaz. The first time I watched it, it kind of seemed like Leon Edwards didn't get hit at all, but he was getting hit. He got hit a few times. So I don't know. I think Kamaru Usman's got a lot more power than Nate Diaz, and he might not even need it. You know, he just uses wrestling. Like that's what he did in the first fight there. So unless Leon Edwards' wrestling got extremely better or his striking got extremely better, I don't know. I mean, Leon Edwards, really his only advantage is the age advantage. I don't know. I'm not. I mean, he says it, he's like one of the best strikers, but I'm not. I don't know. Might not be bad. Kamaru Usman's striking has gotten so much better since he's become champion. So. I guess we'll find out. I guess we'll find out on Saturday night. UFC 278. We'll find out. Anyway, of course we got Paulo Costa versus Luke Rockhold. This is the fight. This is the fight of the beauties. This is the fight for the best-looking man, the most handsome man. Of course, Luke Rockhold, I don't think he's had any work done, any plastic surgery, but Paulo Costa, as I've said in a previous podcast, is bald. He's completely bald, and his hair is completely fake. So I think after each fight, he has to take 6 months off so he can get hair plugs, more hair transplant surgeries, you know. And I think that's why he didn't make weight in his last fight, because he was waiting for his hair transplant surgery to, grow or whatever. So he's like, I can't cut weight. I got to feed my hair. I got to feed my hair with margaritas or whatever. I don't even know what people drink in Brazil. Are there any Brazilian people listening? What do Brazilian people drink? I don't even know. I don't even know, dude. I mean, there's no Brazilian alcohol, right? Like vodka's from Russia, tequila's from Mexico, I guess. You know, whiskey is, I would say, American. I want to say American. I guess it's become American. I guess Scotch is Scotch. I guess whiskey originated in. I don't fucking know. I'm not an alcohol historian, you know. Of course, I think Luke Rockhold, he's definitely a better martial artist. Like Paulo Costa is probably the worst martial artist in the division, but he's just such a beefcake, you know. He does hair plugs and he does steroids, so I mean that's pretty much how he wins every fight. Is he just like takes dudes' hits and just does the body shots and kicks, you know. But then of course when he fought a real martial artist like Adesanya, he just got his ass kicked. And I think Luke Rockhold, he's an old man. He's an old man. Of course, he hasn't fought for a long time. He hasn't fought for 3 years. His last fight was against Polish Power. Polish Power knocked him out. Of course, I remember watching that fight at the end of the first round there. Polish Power gave him some hammer fist to the back of the head as the bell was ringing. You know, as the bell to the first round was ringing. Polish Power was giving Luke Rockhold hammer fist to the illegal hammer fist to the back of the head. So I don't know. I mean, he did get knocked out in the second round, but that whole fight might have turned out differently if he didn't take some hammer fist to the back of the head. Illegal hammer fist to the back of the head right before the bell. Of course, Luke's famous for not putting his guard up. So maybe, I mean, he's not going to be able to take a hit from Paulo Costa. You know, of course, he has had 3 years off, so maybe his chin. I don't know if your chin ever comes back. I mean, it might, but I don't know. I think Paulo Costa he's probably just gonna try to walk him down, you know, and give him some shots to the body so he drops his hands, and then give him a gadoosh left to the face there. That's probably gonna be his game plan, I'm guessing. Maybe some wrestling. I don't know. Of course, Luke Rockhold, he's known for his kicks too, and I think that's his path to victory. As I've said many times, leg kicks win fights, and that's what Adesanya did. That's how Adesanya beat Paulo Costa, with the leg kicks. I think Luke Rockhold could potentially beat Paulo Costa by just keeping the distance, doing leg kicks. I don't know. I mean, I think he has a chance. He's like minus 300, but I think he should probably be minus 200. I mean, he's an old man. But I think Luke Rockhold is just a much better martial artist than Paulo Costa. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Of course, Paulo Costa, he's lost his last 2 fights, so he might have that fire up inside of him. he might have that fire up inside his butthole. He's farting out. He's like, I'm gonna be champion. No more margaritas. I need more hair plugs. Anyway, then of course we got Jose Aldo versus Merab Dvalishvili, and of course this is gonna be a good fight too. Merab Dvalishvili. He's one of those. He's one of the up and coming guys in the division. He's one of the. Recently this generation of fighters have been like these Eastern European dudes with names no one can pronounce, like Mateusz Gamrot and Merab Dvalishvili and Khamzat Hazmatsu. I can't even remember his name now. What's his name? Khamzat Chimaev, yeah. And Merab Dvalishvili, he's one of these up and coming Eastern European guys, and of course his last fight with who was that? Marlon Moraes. Yeah, Marlon Moraes almost beat, like he basically beat him in the first round, but the fight didn't get stopped. And in the second round, Marlon Moraes he didn't have anything, like his gas tank was gone. And Merab Dvalishvili, it was like a miracle comeback. And I was looking at his record. He hasn't really beaten anyone that, like, Marlon Moraes was his best. That's looking at. I guess he beat Cody Stamann, and all his fights are to decision. He doesn't really knock dudes out, except for Marlon Moraes. I guess it was a technical knockout, but that was just because the guy had no energy. And I think I think Jose Aldo is a much better martial artist, and Jose Aldo he's looked really good, even though he's an old man, even though he's been fighting for 18 years. I think Jose Aldo is probably, I'd argue he's the greatest fighter of all time. 18, and he's been looking good. He's been looking real good in his last fights, and he was minus 120, or he was plus 120. So he's an underdog in this fight. But I don't think he should be. I mean, the only reason is because Merab Dvalishvili is 4 years younger than her. So I put $20 on Jose Aldo. And you better not disappoint me. You better not disappoint me like fucking... What was his name? The Brazilian dude that lost me $20 last time? Vicente Luque. God, biggest disappointment of all time. Luque, oh jeez. Anyway, so Jose Aldo, you better win this one, dude. I didn't bet on any of the other ones because like Paulo Costa was minus 300, Kamaru Usman's minus 300. I think I don't know. You can you could bet on Leon Edwards, Luke Rockhold. It's not. I think they have a chance. They both have a chance, but I don't know. I think the best bet is Jose Aldo. Anyway, so that's why I put $20 on Jose Aldo. And then, of course, we've got two more fights on this card there. I don't even know who. Yanan Wu, some Chinese girl versus Lucie Pudilova. I don't know who these are. Who cares? Both their records are terrible. I don't even know if they're ranked or whatever. Then we got Tyson Pedro versus Harry Hunsucker. Never heard of these guys either. Who cares about them? Let's look at the prelims. Marcin Tabura versus Alexander Romanov. Yeah, there's like two new heavyweight Russian dudes. I always get them confused. I think Romanov is one of them. Anyway, he's undefeated. You can bet on. I also did another parlay with like the super underdogs or the minus 600 people, and that I don't even know anything about. So those are my two bets. For UFC 278. We'll see what happens, Larry. Oh, in 2 weeks we got Cyril Gaines versus Tuivasa. Oh man, and we got Whitaker versus Vettori. This is a pay-per-view right here. This is next week. In 2 weeks, Whitaker versus Vettori. Cyril Gaines versus Tuivasa. We got Nasrat Haqparast. Oh man, this is gonna be great. It's not even a pay-per-view. Holy moly guacamole. I feel like one of these fights should be on this pay-per-view, like the Cyril Gaines or Robert Whitaker. I don't know. Maybe I think Whitaker got injured or something. That's why they had to delay that fight. Can't remember exactly. Yeah, and then 279, we got Khamzat Hazmatsuchma versus Nate Diaz, and then like no one else. Yeah, they should have moved one of those fights there. They should have moved Bobby Knuckles. Who's gonna buy 279 just to see Nate Diaz get destroyed? I don't know about that one. Oh, anyway, thanks for listening. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow.